Hello friends, it's time for another Good to Know Monday tip. Today's video tip is titled, Think Yourself Past the Pain Barrier. Let me explain. The pain barrier is that point in our lives when we give into the idea that we're going to continue to have pain coming from a particular circumstance, no matter what. And so that fear of pain makes us feel like we're stuck. This feeling of being stuck leads us to choose the course of least resistance or the least painful path. That's just how our minds work. It always tries to avoid pain, doesn't it? And after experiencing this pain barrier several times over and over again, the pain overwhelms us completely until we experience what's called learned helplessness. In one of my video journal recordings, which are posted on my YouTube channel, Marty Braden, Living the Dream Coaching, I listed out the 6 steps of Neuro-Associative Conditioning, or NAC. I said that by taking these 6 steps, we can interrupt the negative, disempowering patterns happening in our lives, especially these feelings of being overwhelmed and feeling stuck. I've also talked about the CTFAR model in my first couple of Good to Know Monday tip videos, where I explained how to use it to help you come up with an alternative thought that creates alternative pathways or thought mapping, which you can use to replace your wishful thinking and the undesired behaviors that follow such thinking. Because of our neural pathways or negative mapping, it makes us go down a negative path or go down a positive path depending on how we've thought about it. By repeatedly thinking these new, empowering thoughts, we can create a newly wired thought network that is laid down onto our brain's neural pathways, or what I call the new mental mapping pathways, which takes us in a whole new direction, away from any learned overwhelmness or helplessness, and towards a learned success mentality. These mental techniques employ the law of self-empowerment, which simply says when we replace our old helplessness thoughts with newly wired self-empowerment thoughts, we soon find ourselves feeling and behaving consistently with our new self-empowering mapping. That's exciting. The bottom line with this is that without changing our thoughts or what we link pain and pleasure to, no lasting change can take hold, and lasting change is what we're all after, right? So employing this law of self-empowerment is the key to thinking our way past the feelings of being stuck and overcoming the power that the pain barrier has on us. Orson Swett Martin said, "The beginning of a habit is like an invisible thread, and every time we repeat the act, we strengthen that strand by adding another filament to it until it becomes a great cable that binds us irrevocably to the habit like a flaxen cord." End quote. Those little acts are all generated by our thoughts. Each thought repeated over and over and over again adds to that flaxen cord called habit, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Here's the bottom line in today's Good to Know Monday tip, Think Yourself Past the Pain Barrier. The first principle to follow here is to decide what it is we really want for the rest of our life going forward. Then we need to determine what it is that is preventing us from getting what we really want. And then implement the law of self-empowerment, especially the principle of repeatedly thinking instant, pre-played empowering thoughts over and over again about what it is we really want. And finally, taking the little mini steps that will land us right where we wanted to get to. Now, before we let you go, let me take just a moment to invite you to have a private coaching call with me at no charge if you haven't taken advantage of this offer yet. Make the decision right now to let me coach you on my nickel. You'll be glad you did, and I'd be extremely honored to coach you on your personal questions and goals. I just know that you're going to find it exciting and come away thinking, man, that was so helpful. Anyhow, I'll stop this little invite now and simply say to you, I'm excited for you. I want you to have success. So I always end this with, I wish you continued success. Goodbye.